Welcome to round 16 of the Women's Supa-Liga. Tonight we have the Northern Hawks dressed in white and black against Perth Pumas in pink. Sure, tonight's game's going to be a thriller. Both teams very competitive. All right, we have a look here at the lineup for the Northern Hawks. In goals, Carla Edwards, number 1. Number 12, Emma Julius. Number 7, Jade Paul. Number 8, Kayla McCulloch. Number 2, Sophie Podmore. Number 5, Ingrid Basalo. Number 6, Danielle Suckling. And number 4, Dakota Van Voort. Go through the Perth Pumas lineup shortly. But now we've got a battle on this far side, and Flannery plays the ball out for Jean, and that's the first save of the match there from Edwards. Burn now for Flannery. Connolly on the far side. Ball played out, and Julius has read it well and intercepts. Plays it out for McCulloch. And Northern Hawks get possession again. Now Podmore cuts inside, but is well read by Connolly. McCulloch now. Julius. Ball through for Van Voort. Gets a foot on it, but doesn't go where she intended. Byrne plays a ball over the top for Flannery, and Edwards comes out with a late dummy. Julius now. Hawks doing well to suck in the defence there of the Perth Pumas. Shape on the court currently. Van Voort finding it high and showing in those spaces at the top. Gillis finds Podmore, who manages to escape her defender and plays Van Voort. Good defence there from the Pumas to be able to get 3 players in behind the ball, and find Connolly now driving forward. Plays it across for Byrne. And that's a goal there, scored quite quickly from the Perth Pumas, with the finisher being Judy Connolly. We'll see that quickly on the instant replay. That one's going underneath Edwards. Sorry, we're just fixing a few of the cords. We're aware it's a little bit glitchy on the stream at the moment. Unsure if that is the internet reception or you just need to zoom out. There we go. Sorry about that. We're having it fixed right now. That's Woolley coming out well from goal. Van Voort under pressure there from Byrne. But she finds some space and tries to thread the ball there through for Podmore. Coach Farrell telling her she had some time and space there to drive forward into. Woolley goes for the throw. Finds Jean, but it's gone under her foot, and there's a bit of a laugh there from the bench, but they proceed away. Great steal there from Van Voort and shot. Woolley with the save. Podmore there coming in, but it's Connolly who breaks away again, and it's a 3 against none. Carla's got her work set out for her here. She makes her first save, but Flannery now, second save. Well done from Edwards. Dealing with a 3 against 1 is never easy as a goalkeeper. Northern Hawks moving the ball very well and putting together quite a number of passes, but a stray one there from McCulloch. We'll see Flannery get away and score that one. That's a second for the Perth Pumas. It's unlucky there. It's not normal to see that from McCulloch. Looking to flick that ball back. Things not going the way for Northern Hawks this first part of the half, but there's plenty of time for them to get back in the game. We've seen them do that plenty of times in other matches. Ball through, and Paul, first touch of the game is a shot on target, so definitely a very threatening player there in Jade Paul. Perth Pumas have recently had a few successes in their most recent matches, and beating the West Coast Cobras just the other week with a 3-0 result, I believe. Suckling looking to try and find the run of Podmore there. Ball sent back out of play. It's Jess Byrne now who's in goals. 4 seconds impeded there, and it will be a turnover. So we see Perth Pumas now with the kick in. Northern Hawks looking a little slow at the moment. Farrell giving instructions from the bench. Ball over the top from Julius. Ball with an apology there for the run of Podmore. It's very quiet out on the court as well. Calls of a press from Farrell. We'll see now Flannery do well under the pressure of Julius. And Jean now. Ball forward, and Edwards has done well there again to come forward and see that one out of play for herself. Byrne doing very well now. Both keepers out of their goals and seeing it halfway, and you might have seen that quite quickly there. Northern Hawks opting to go to 5th man. And we'll see Edwards high up in the top corner. We'll see Podmore running the show from Fixo. A stray pass there from Podmore. Edwards makes her way quickly back to her own goal, but it's a shot blocked by a Pumas player. Podmore's read that one well, but they haven't managed to get possession from it. Just sent it back into Pumas' direction. Chip over the top from Woolley for Flannery, and chance again for the Pumas. Straight touch from Woolley, and a great turn we see from Paul twice under pressure. Play on, says the referee. Claver on the far side for the foul committed. Shot from Woolley through the legs of Paul, but collected there by Edwards in goal for the Hawks. And they proceed back to playing 5th man. Podmore giving instructions for those flankers to get a bit higher. Emma still not gone high enough on that far side, however. Julius down the line. And it's Byrne who collects the ball and sends that one quickly towards goal. And the Hawks being patient here now. Podmore rotating through, and great ball through for Edwards, who manages to score a goal. Absolutely wonderful finish there by Carla Edwards. On a very hard angle, she's managed to slot that one in. Sorry, I stopped there. The whistle from the ref fooled us all. She wasn't sure what it was. Yep, so that was a timeout called for the Perth Pumas. All right, after that short time out, we're back. Carla Edwards just scoring that goal there for Northern Hawks. Ball across the court, finds its target there in Flannery, and it's a battle between Suckling and Flannery on the ball. And Suckling has done well and kept that one herself. And as we see, Edwards escapes quickly up the court for continued fifth man play. Vassallo now plays the ball too far out in front of Podmore. Edwards having to do a lot of work here, coming back and forth. She finds herself back in goal. And off again now. It'll be Suckling who'll be running the show from the back now. To Van Voigt. Plays it across, very risky there. Flannery almost collecting that one in the middle of the court. There's a shot there taken by Suckling, and Woolley manages to collect and send it straight towards goal. That is a third goal there for Perth Pumas with a mistake from fifth man play. Watch that one on the instant replay now. And it's Woolley with a shot straight on target and into the net. That'll see Perth Pumas with their third goal of the match with 10 minutes of the first half remaining. Sorry, 9 minutes of the first half remaining. Paul now slips on the court slightly. It's been a change now of the fly keeper in McCulloch in bib on the far corner. Van Voigt now under pressure. Doesn't get the pass off like she wanted, and Flannery unlucky to keep that one in. Ball's gone out of play. It'll be a Hawks kick in. That is 4 seconds, taken too long. That's another one that Northern Hawks have done. And quick play from Woolley. We'll see her almost get her second for the game. A few comments from the Hawks players on the court going, what are we doing? Quite a few mistakes here being made that ordinarily we don't see in this squad. Ball's gone out of play, and we'll transition over to be a Perth Pumas kick in. McCulloch progresses back to goal. Nice layoff from Flannery, but Woolley's overread that one. But has managed to, nope, she hasn't managed to keep that one in on the far side. Ball in. McCulloch to Suckling. Suckling down the line for Van Voigt, who almost gets a layoff there, but Vassallo commits the foul. The foul's been called there by Claver on the far side. And it'll be Woolley who will be looking to take that one. We see Byrne step out of goal now. And Pumas look to play fifth man themselves. Ball seen out of play. It'll be a Pumas kick in. Ball across goal, and Paul does well to turn under pressure along the line, but Byrne's now intercepted for Pumas, and Julius looking at goal. And Abby Woolley has done well to read that one and drop back and be a makeshift goalkeeper as a court player for the Perth Pumas. Not necessarily caught on screen. McCulloch, Gillis, down the line now. Paul looking to try and cross it in front. It's a Pumas kick in. Long kick there, and McCulloch, remember, she's the keeper in the end and collects that one with her hands. Ball across for Basalo, who manages to turn and get the shot, but Connolly's done enough to block that one, and Woolies escaped and got the shot again. The Hawks progress forward now in numbers. 2 behind the ball from Pumas. Basalo now with the shot at close range. Bit of a confusion there with the lack of a call. Northern Hawks making the most there of the fall and the injury from the Pumas to get themselves another goal on the score sheet. Connolly has again gone down with a kick on the back of the leg, and play goes on, and Northern Hawks are progressing, and now we've got Flannery the other way and off-target shot. You can see Connolly getting upset with this at the moment because that's 2 fouls that have been committed against her, and the referee hasn't called or seen it. Flannery keeps the ball in and plays it back there to Woolley, who goes long and finds its target in Byrne, and Flannery now. And that one's gone in the top corner, and Perth Pumas get themselves another goal. Podmore now. Hillis. Good press that we saw from Flannery, and McCulloch does well under pressure on that far side as well to keep the ball for the Northern Hawks. Unfortunately, a ball from Podmore too far out in front for Suckling to be able to control well enough. And it's Byrne, back to Woolley. Woolley goes long. Connolly now gets a chance, and 2 defenders there. They've done well in Podmore and Basalo. Podmore's gotten away with it. Can't get past Byrne, but the foul is called. Suckling turns on the ball. Jean doing very well to defend against her, using strength there. A shot there from Podmore. Right, it's Julius who takes the corner, and Basalo with the shot straight into the defender of Connolly. Having a look here at the statistics, it's the Northern Hawks with more passes of 130 to the Pumas 91. But pass completion rate is also higher for the Northern Hawks with 74 pass completion compared to 70. And Hawks with much more possession in 62%. I guess where it counts is those shots, which we can't see on the statistics at the moment. We'll have a look at them at half time. But shots on target, or at least getting him in the back of the net today for the Pumas, might be the difference. It's Podmore now, who's asking her team to move because she can't see any passing channels open. Podmore scoops for the back post in the run of McCulloch. Woolies looking for option, goes long to find Jean. It's a good touch on it, but Julius is there to steal it from her, and they progress forward. Ball out to Basalo. Basalo cuts inside and gets another shot, but that one just over the crossbar. It's Woolley who rolls the ball back into play, and press there from Suckling from Northern Hawks, stepped right up to keep them under pressure. And you can see that from the rest of the Northern Hawks players. It was the only one that Julius at the back there who didn't, but they've won it back anyway, and not for long now We find Edwards back in goal though, so should be looking to stop this one. We get the shot there from Jean off target. Edwards looks to play fly keeper now. Podmore, wide to Yillis, down the line. Edwards finds Podmore. Shot from Podmore, blocked there by the Perth Pumas defender in Jean. Podmore lines up for a shot, that one over the crossbar. Keeper swap here. We see Byrne jumping back in goals for a second stint. The girls from the Pumas do very well in goals for themselves. We've seen the likes of Woolley, Byrne, and even Jean in goals do very well and save some phenomenal shots in previous games. But they are missing their shot stopper in Gabby Del Busco tonight, in being unavailable. We see now Suckling with a shot, and Byrne's there to block that one. Follow-up one from Paul as well. Byrne does very well. 2 saves from her there with her feet. And Paul sending that one high and wide with an apology to her teammates. Ball over the top by Byrne. Podmore wins it for the Northern Hawks. Northern Hawks go forward again, and sends that one into the feet of Jean. Pumas do get the kick in though. Ball across the court for Connolly. Connolly for Flannery. Flannery out for Connolly again, and girls in pink are attacking. As Connolly comes inside, lays it off for Jean. 5th man starting to happen here as well, but Woolley's pass not on target, sees that one out. Suckling now. Edwards, ball gets caught underfoot and stolen, but Edwards starts to walk now. She needs to get herself back in and help defend. Whistle's been blown for the half time, and we'll have a look at the goal scorers quickly. Okay, goals scored for the Perth Pumas. 2 for Jess Flannery, 1 for Abby Woolley, and 1 for Judy Connolly. And for the Northern Hawks, we've had 1 from the goalkeeper when they first started playing fly keeper in Carla Edwards, and 1 for Ingrid Basalo. We'll also have a look at the statistics from the first half. Those ones are up on the screen now. We talked about the shots, and the difference is, as we mentioned, the shots here with the Perth Pumas having 13 total shots with 10 on target compared to the Hawks 9 and 7. Hawks also seem to have a lot of possession in 207 passes to 163, and again high as well on the completed passes and passing percentage. We'll be back shortly after a quick ad break. And we're back for the second half action. Having a listen to the Northern Hawks team talk at half-time, pretty serious there with Coach Farrell demanding a few more shots from his players and looking for them to play better than they have thus far, and Perth Pumas taking a different tact of a bit more laughter and enjoyment on their bench. Now we progress with Flannery on the ball. Meg's her player there, but can't get past Suckling. Connolly finds Flannery. Flannery can't turn there past Paul. Paul now on the ball, plays out for Podmore, and we see the run of Edwards quickly across the court. Have a look at the press now that we see from the Perth Pumas. But the Hawks have managed to get out from that one. It's now McCulloch for Paul. Paul out to Podmore, but the touch is too big and ball's gone out of play.
That just has to be a pass, not a shot.
Ball over the top from Byrne, finds Jan, and Jan back rolls the ball into Edwards. Quick kick in from Flannery, not on the line. A turnover now of possession to the Northern Hawks, and kick in taken by Paul. McCulloch now to Paul. Back to McCulloch and Paul again. Ball across there. Paul looking for Edwards, but again intercepted. Woolley takes a long ball for the shot there off target.
Danny, can you call for the ball, please? It should have come to you 3 times just then.
Farrell on the bench saying that Suckling should have been calling for that ball out in that space open. The channel was on for her to receive it, but never got down to her. And we see McCulloch progress forward.
Look forward!
Paul again playing the ball backwards. Ball through there, and it's landed almost the feet there for Edwards. Byrne throws it in, but it's intercepted, and McCulloch's pass hard for Paul to control. Ball from Podmore, intercepted. Woolley takes the shot. Not sure if she remembered there that Edwards was still in goal and fifth man wasn't happening, and that's what she's just said on the court. She didn't realise. Edwards now exits the court, and we see fly keeper in Emma Elias. Ball pass not getting its target again from McCulloch to Paul. Podmore now with the shot. One off target as well. We see fifth man being played the other way now. Flannery. Can she get the ball there to Byrne, who's in space high on the court? She can't. And look at Woolley standing in goal with her hands behind her back, hoping that that wasn't going to break down and have to do some sort of a save without her hands. Ball across from Jean, intercepted. Suckling's doing well tonight. She is reading things very well, but she needs to demand the ball a lot more because she's finding herself in good spaces, but the ball's just not getting to her from her other players. Podmore now. McCulloch. McCulloch through for Paul. Paul across for, I think the intended target might have been Podmore there. Sideline kick in, being called.
Danny, go!
Woolley takes it for Byrne. Does well under pressure to use her feet. And Flannery escapes forward by herself and hits a shot. And Elliot Yillis does well to collect the ball and send it forward for a 2v2. Podmore now. McCulloch. Back to Podmore, who shoots. I have the target again. Quick ball back into play by Byrne. The Hawks swing taking a while to get back, but it's Suckling again who wins it back for her side, and Podmore can't make her way past Woolley. Gillis makes her way up the court to continue the fifth man play for the Northern Hawks. Podmore. Podmore's cross blocked. I believe it was a cross, not a shot.
Hey, Danielle, next. When people are shooting like that, Jade is standing still out there. She should be moving in. Don't be standing still.
McCulloch's ball back to Gillis. Hard to control and pull across and Paul. Now it's Suckling. Putting pressure under Flannery, who does well under the pressure of two players. It'll be another corner now for the Hawks. Ball in play and shot there. Blocked by the wall of Pumas players. Second shot taken, but it will be the referee Claver blowing the whistle for a free kick. Not sure what that one was for. I can see it from where I was. Connolly sent that one straight into a Hawks play, and it'll be a kick in again for the Pumas. Hawks player impeding the distance for the kick in. Be a retaken. Farrell unhappy with that, with the wastage of time. Jean takes a kick in for Pumas and finds Connolly. Connolly trying to find a run there for Flannery, who came forward. Free kick given. Basalo just getting her foot on that one as the sub was made, and Basalo sends that one out of play. Ball in over the top, headed away by Podmore. Collected by Byrne, who sends it in quickly. Basalo on her toes and able to win that one back. And good battle here. Basalo finds herself hurrying forward and nasty foul that one.
Ingrid, early. Look at Dakota. Oh, Tiny, you don't need to walk out.
Basalo finds Dakota Van Voigt. And Podmore with the shot. She's liking that area tonight on the back wall. That's her third one in that exact spot in the last 5 minutes. Long ball from Byrne. McCulloch heads it forward, and it's Jean who flicks it again for the Pumas. And the Northern Hawks progress quickly. Ball through, finds its target in Basalo. Basalo finishes bottom corner. Lovely ball. Northern Hawks find themselves with their third goal of the game. And there we have it. Jess Byrne not sure what to do with that one. Northern Hawks, they progress with the attack that they've just shown. Sorry, that's a timeout called by the Perth Pumas. 11 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Interesting to see whether the Northern Hawks can get themselves back into this game by scoring another, or if the Perth Pumas will run away with the 3 points today.
Rhoda, up there. Yeah, I know. Just there, just there.
Very quick response there from the Perth Pumas straight after that break. Flannery finding herself another goal. Ball in quickly there. A little 1-2 and Flannery finding space in that near post against Edwards. Now, Northern Hawks have got their work cut out for them. They just managed to get themselves back into it, but another chance here. And Jess Byrne has finished that one. That's 6-3 now. Perth Pumas running away with it. Very timely timeout they called, and they responded so well, getting back on the court and scoring 2 goals within 30 seconds. It's a ball back in play. It was just a bit of a slippery patch being wiped up on the court. Eulis now, Basalo. Basalo can't get past Jan, and Flannery can get the touch she wanted. But it's Ellis now. Byrne intercepts. Bit of panic here in the Hawks, giving the ball away so quickly. Connolly versus Basalo on that far side, and it's Jean who's doubled up to help win that one, and the referee has blown the whistle for a free kick. Then Vuk done well to win that one and toe poke that into the net. Northern Hawks get another for themselves through Van Vuk's press. Connolly now on the ball for the Pumas. Ball long, trying to find Flannery's run. Van Voigt for Basalo in the middle of the court. Back to Van Voigt. Julius. Van Voigt again. Julius. Toe pokes it forward, but heads back to Edwards, who collects it. Looking for a throw out, finds Van Voigt. You can see the Perth Pumas have opted to drop back off at the moment defensively. That's worked for them because they've won possession back, and flick over for Connolly. That's Van Voigt, and you see some tired legs now for the Perth Pumas, and Connolly not getting back to defend. Edwards plays the ball forward. Well read there by Flannery to get in front of Basalo before she was managing to get to the ball. Shot taken. McCulloch finds herself on the ball. Yillis with the shot there. Abby Woolley collects and sends the ball long, but it took too long to decide to do that one, and McCulloch could find herself back into the goal mouth to be able to collect that one easily. Good defensive work there from Jean, and Edwards again lays it off and almost got herself as assist as well as a goal today. In from McCulloch. Edwards. Basalo now. There's no one holding in that space to defend if they do lose possession. And they have, and it's Flannery who comes inside and shoots wide of the target this time. Ilias wanting the Northern Hawks to be quicker to get the ball back into play because that time is ticking down. But then she's misplaced her pass, and that will not help the team. Ball in. Gillis intercepts, drives forward, tries to find Basalo. Northern Hawks do get the kick in. You see frustrations happening on the court with the Northern Hawks. McCulloch. Gillis. Van Voigt. Manages to turn her player and looks to shoot again, but Abby Worley's there to collect, and she does a long kick again, but that time the goalkeeper is in the goal, and its target was not a great, that decision was not a great one because there was no other players high as well. Yellis finds Basalo. Basalo to McCulloch. McCulloch down for Basalo. It's a bit of a slip, and this time Worley's shot again off to the right. Time's ticking down now. Northern Hawks needing another 2 goals to get themselves back in contention for the points today. They persist with this 5th man work, and Van Voigt's kick there too quick. Needed to just slow it down, put a solid foot on it before she laid it off. Long throw from Worley. Didn't find Flannery. Paul finds Van Voigt. Van Voigt down the line. Suckling plays it across, and great shot there that we saw from Carla Edwards. Worley again. Looks to play long. The Pumas just keep giving that ball back to Northern Hawks. Northern Hawks most likely with the most possession. Yes, having a look now at the statistics, and just stopped on that one. Flannery very close to score another. Pass count for the Northern Hawks 246 to the Pumas 167. Passing strings +5. Northern Hawks have gotten to 20 compared to the Perth Pumas 3. So Northern Hawks keeping possession for long periods of time, but just not getting the attack that they want. It's at least not paying off. Suckling intercepts the ball, plays Van Voigt. Van Voigt for Suckling, and back post there. Worley's done very well to come across and save that one. And then that one as well, she's managed to reach up and make sure it hasn't ducked in behind her. Worley throws long, finds Jean, who uses her bum to control, and it's Northern Hawks now back in possession. Podmore's taken to the court as fly keeper now. Yillis almost getting herself into trouble. Ball moving a bit quicker now for the Northern Hawks. Suckling plays Podmore, gets a shot off, but Worley's done extraordinarily well. Worley's shot that time on target. Suckling's given this one away, and it's Connolly. Podmore done well to slide there and collect the ball. It's a 3 against 2, and Podmore plays back post for Paul, who just couldn't get there. It was a good run and a good attack there from the Northern Hawks. 2.5 minutes remaining. Ball not able to be controlled there by Connolly. Basalo. A misplaced pass. The Pumas again with the kick in. Flannery. He's able to have a lot of time and space to dribble and cut inside.
Look forward.
Jean chooses to chip the ball over for Connolly. Connolly plays back for Woolley. He's done quite a bit of time in goals this game today. And done very well and saved quite a few really good shots from the Northern Hawks. Flannery, back to Woolley. Jean's flick on for Connolly, not read there. Podmore out to Yillis. Ball across now, Basalo. Can't get the control she wants and has a slip on the court.
Emma, up, Emma.
Now, Byrne. Can't get past Yillis. He progresses forward 2 against 2 and cuts inside and tries to play it across Basalo, and Basalo shoots and scores that one. Northern Hawks with 1:10 seconds of stop clock remaining. Ball over the top from Byrne. Sorry if there was a breaking commentary there, just making sure the clock's going well. Ball over the top. It's not going to do it if the Hawks want to get this point today.
Still had space.
Ball long. Podmore has seen that one out of play. Podmore puts a ball in play to McCulloch. McCulloch forward to Yillis. Back to Podmore. How did that happen? Ball down the line from McCulloch, intercepted. Podmore. Podmore with a shot. Collected by Woolley. And Paul has impeded her from distributing the ball. It'll be a yellow card. Intentional there to just stop her distributing the ball.
Jade, go left.
36 seconds remaining. Woolley goes long. Chested by Yillis. McCulloch.
Sorry, go, we've got 30 seconds.
Down to Paul.
Kayla, go to goal.
Paul to Podmore. Podmore with the shot. Now Basalo. Good block there, and Flannery breaks away. Flannery against Podmore, and just wide of the post again.
Don't get the ball. Ingrid, up there. Go up there. Leave the ball alone. Kayla, go home.
Northern Hawks taking their time to collect the ball here. Give themselves a moment to sort themselves out on the court.
Ingrid, higher.
McCulloch.
Draw her. And touch forward.
Podmore. One more down the line for Basalo, and toe pokes that one. In the last 10 seconds, Northern Hawks have managed to get themselves back into the drawing position. And they have 10 more seconds to see how both teams react to this one. They share the points today. Long shot there. Oh, that one has almost gone in over the top there of Edwards. Northern Hawks almost lost that lead that they just gained in that final second. A very interesting performance that we've seen from the Northern Hawks today, not what we've usually seen in other weeks where we've had confident players moving the ball around and more accurate passes. But they've done the job today to get at least 1 point for themselves. Perth Pumas, however, have turned up today, scored and took their chances as quick as they could. May not have got the passes, but they sure were accurate with their shooting today. Thanks for tuning in for the live stream of the Women's Supa-Liga. It's the last one of the weekend. We will be up again going shortly as we have the last Men's Supa-Liga match, where it is the West Coast Cobras against Perth AFC. Tune in.